Welcome back, children, to the last part of the lesson 11, that is transportation in plants and animals. Right? So, in the previous session, we discussed about the excretory system, about kidneys, how do they function, how do the nephrons filter the blood, and how urine is formed and how it's sent out of the body. Right? So, now what happens if our kidneys get failure? If kidney get damaged, if it get injury, or if it get infected, or otherwise because of hypertension, BP, and diabetes, sugar, if the kidney get damaged, it fails to work. So it is called kidney failure. When completely kidney get failure, there are two options we have yesterday I said, right? So the first one is dialysis. First one is dialysis. Second one is transplantation. Next one is transplantation. Right? So the first one is dialysis. Actually, what is dialysis? Listen carefully. Dialysis is a process. Dialysis is a process where the impurities of blood can be removed by using a machine called dialyzer. The impurities of the blood. Actually, who purifies the blood? Kidney. Who removes the waste material? Kidney. Here, kidney get damaged. When there is a not working of kidney, then we use a machine called a dialyzer machine. In this dialyzer, by using this dialyzer machine, we are going to remove the impurities from the blood, like urea, uric acid, etc. Right? So we are removing the urea. We are removing urea from the blood. We are removing urea from the blood by using what? By using dialyzer machine. Where? Do inside our body? No, outside the body. So simple purification of the blood outside the body by using dialyzer. Right? Let me write here. Dialysis is a process of purifying the blood outside the body by using dialyzer machine. Dialyzer machine. Very simple. What is dialysis? Purification of the blood outside the body by using a device called dialyzer. Right? Here, dialyzer doing the same thing that kidney do. So, kidney function and dialyzer function both are same. Both are working in the same manner. So that's why dialyzer machine is called as artificial kidney. Artificial kidney. So in case of people who lost their kidneys, who get damaged their kidneys, then they go for dialysis. In dialysis, the blood is taken from the veins and the blood is from the arteries, and blood is purified in the dialyzer machine, means removal of the urea and uric acid, and again it enters into the body through the veins. Right? In further classes you learn very more about the dialysis machine. Right? So in this manner we can purify the blood of the patient. Right? And transplantation. What is meant by transplantation? Here, in transplantation means replacing the old one. So whenever the kidney get damaged, here are the two kidneys. When one kidney get damaged, this kidney will be removed and replaced with the selected and perfect one which fits for the patient. Right? It is called kidney transplantation. Right? In this manner, the excretory system problem will be solved. Right? Now, come to other excretory organs present in our body. It can also transport the bad materials out of the body. So the first one is skin. Skin, it releases sweat. What does sweat contain? It contains salt, water, right, and some urea, etc. So these impurities can be removed by the sweat from the skin. Skin contains sweat glands. Skin contains sweat glands, and these sweat glands produce sweat. Sweat is a liquid material which contains salt, water, and urea. These impurities can be removed by the skin. Right? And here, sweat, it do two things. Number one, it removes the impurities. Number 2, when sweat get evaporated, I am sweating now, when I switch on the fan in the summer, so due to the air, whatever the sweat is there, it is going to evaporate. While evaporating, it takes some heat from my body, so my body become cool. My body become cool, right? So it cools the body. Two things it do now. Number one, it sends the impurities out of the body. Next, second one, it cools the body. It cools the body. And as well as eye produces tear which contain enzyme. It cleans up the eye, right? And as well as liver is going to process the protein material, whatever the bad material produced by the body metabolism, and as well as protein metabolism, it can be cleaned up by the liver. Yesterday I said, in the previous class I said, right? So like this, excretion can be takes place. And here, no all animals will excrete the same thing. For example, availability of water, depending upon availability of water. For example, fish, it get more water. Availability of water is very high, so that they release the nitrogenous wastage in the form of ammonia. In the form of ammonia, that too gaseous form. In the gaseous form, it releases ammonia. Fish lives in more water, availability of water is more, so it releases ammonia in the form of gas. In the form of gas, so that the fish is called as aminotelic organism. Aminotelic organism. Whereas birds, insects, lizard, right, they release the nitrogenous material in the form of uric acid. In the form of uric acid, and that too somewhat what you call slime and gel like white colored material it excrete, right? So it will contain uric acid, right? Here they drink very less water, so that they release uric acid, and they are called uricotelic organisms. And ureotelic organisms are there. Ureotelic, example human and mammals, animals. They release nitrogenous base in the form of urea, urea. They are called ureotelic organisms. So remember, aminotelic, more water, ammonia. Uricotelic, less water, uric acid. And ureotelic, human, normal water and urea, it excretes, right? So with this we completed excretion of the bad materials. Now let us discuss about the plants, transportation in plants. How do plant transport the material? Very easy and very interesting one, how the plant transport. Here, in case of our body, we have blood and blood vessels, so that happily they are getting transport. Then what about the plant? Do it have any blood vessel? Right? आपने देखा है क्या प्लांट को ब्लड रहना, ब्लड वेसल रहना? नहीं. तो फिर क्या रहता है इसमें? उसमें रहता है कि वास्कुलर टिश्यू. क्या रहता है उसमें? वास्कुलर टिश्यू. वास्कुलर टिश्यू. What is meant by vascular tissue? Before that, let us see what is the actual tissue. Tissue का मतलब क्या है? Not the tissue paper now, right? Tissue. It is a single cell. If the same kind of cells they group together, which perform the same activity, if they group together, now this group of cells is called as tissue. Group of cells is called tissue. Tissue is a group of cells. Have you understood? And here these tissues are different types. These tissues are different types, and one of the type that is present in the plant is vascular tissue. Vascular means tubes. The cells which have tubes means tubular cells. You can say tubular cell group. Tubular cell group is called as vascular tissue. Tubular means pipelines. Like pipelines, they are present like vessels. So they are called vascular tissue. So here, vascular tissue contain two types of cells. We said cell group now. So in this cell group, there are two types of cells. Number one is called xylem tissue, and number two, phloem. Xylem, phloem. Say xylem, phloem. Xylem, phloem. Very simple, very easy to remember. We know that from where do plant takes water? From the soil through the root. From the soil through the root. So imagine it is the root. It is the root, and these are root hair. At the root hair there is a driver. Just example, there is a driver with a truck or with a tank. Driver is ready with a tank, and what he do, he fills the water in the tank. Fills the water in the tank. Now he is taking, means he is inside. Here it is. From the soil he filled his tank and is transporting the water to the upper part of the plant, that is shoot, branches, leaf, flower, whatever it is. One driver, he is carrying water from root to shoot, right? And this driver name is Mr. Xylem. His name is Mr. Xylem. And next driver is present at the leaf. Next driver is present at the leaves. Then what he will do? This driver is going to fill the food. This driver is filling water, and this driver is filling food. From where? From the leaves. Why only at the leaves? Because leaves perform photosynthesis, they produce the food. So this driver will fill the food in his van, and is going to supply to the all over plant parts. So what kind of drivers are present here? Xylem and phloem. What is the duty of xylem? Xylem will transport the water from root to shoot, down to up, unidirectional, root to shoot, down to up. Whereas phloem, the driver phloem, can able to send the materials all over the plant body, even to the roots also, right? So let us see how do they transport. So number one, xylem, right? So xylem is the tissue that is present at the center of the root. So it is xylem. Say it is xylem. It is present at the center, right? And how do it get water? So this is the root hair. It is root hair. The small hair-like structure present on the root is called root hair. So first, this root hair takes the water from the soil. Root hair takes the water from the soil into the root hair. Now root hair slowly sends the water to the neighboring cell. Are you getting or not? From here, root hair to lateral root to cell by cell, and finally it sends to the xylem. Now once if water molecule enter into the xylem pushes the water molecule towards the stem. So here there are two main processes which help the xylem to take up the water upside. Opposite to gravity, the water must be moved. Opposite to gravity, there is no borewell to switch on or switch off, right? Then who can pull the water upside? Here, who pulls? There are two things are there. Number one, transpiration, and number two, what do you call? Root pressure. Transpiration and root pressure. So what is root pressure? The pressure applied by the root hair. The pressure applied by the root hair onto the main root. The pressure applied by the root hair onto the main root is called root pressure. So the water every time it is entering into the xylem, so that after water filling, what happens? Slowly it moves up naturally. And next, transpiration. What is transpiration? Loss of excess water through the leaves through stomata. Stomata is the small pore present in the leaf, we know that. From the stomata, the water evaporates in the form of vapor, and it is called transpiration. So whenever evaporation takes place, then what happens, the water will be evaporates, and immediately the next molecule will be ready to get evaporated. So simply, when you are drinking cool drink by sucking with the what you call straw, when you are sucking with the straw, what happens, a pulling force will be applied to the liquid. When you pull it, then the liquid will continuously come into your mouth. Like that, when transpiration will go on particularly, then the water will move continuously to the shoot, right? Here xylem and phloem, they are present all over the plant parts, even leaves, flowers, uh, fruits and stem, roots, each and everywhere xylem and phloem are present. Like this, the xylem will transport the water, right? And whereas phloem it contain living cells. Xylem contain dead cell, whereas phloem contain living cell. And here this living cell tubes, they are going to send the food material in the form of liquid. The glucose liquid, it will be transported to the all parts of the plant body, even to the root also it is supplies, right? So this is about phloem, working of phloem. So in your higher classes you are going to learn more about xylem and phloem. In this manner, transportation will be takes place in the plants with the help of xylem and phloem, right? So if you have any doubts, then you can ask me. I am ready to solve your problems, right? Thank you.